I found that setting rules is something that really helps me in my life, specifically for decluttering. I've kind of had some issues over the past year as I've been on this minimalist journey where sometimes you get stuck, you don't know what to do, what to get rid of, what to keep, and sometimes having guidelines in place kind of help you with that. I know at least it helps me when I don't have to make a lot of decisions. I kind of have some rules that I live by, and then as long as I plan those out ahead of time and I stuck to them, it makes decluttering actually pretty simple. So these are some of the rules that I've been using. Hopefully they can help you guys out as well. If you guys are new to my channel, usually I talk about minimalism, decluttering, saving money, just better living in general, kind of sharing my story with you. So if that's something that interests you guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Don't fall for guilt. When I was decluttering, one of the main things I fell into as a problem was guilt. So setting a rule of not feeling guilty about getting rid of things has been really helpful for me. Maybe somebody gives it to you as a gift, it doesn't fit, it's not your style, it's just not something you want, and you feel guilty about getting rid of it, so you hang on to it for 6 months, and then you get rid of it. Well, if you set that rule right off the bat that you're not gonna hang on to things strictly out of guilt, then you can just get rid of that right away, and it's not gonna clutter up your house for the rest of the year. Or if you spend money on something, or there's a lot of other reasons why you feel guilty about getting rid of stuff. But for me, I have to really set my own rules and do what's right for me and not just hang on to this because maybe other people have it or it was given to me. What's the worst that could happen? When I'm decluttering and I have this fear of that I'm gonna need this in the future, the just in case stuff, I like to ask myself, what is the absolute worst thing that could happen? And usually it's not all that bad. When you actually take a second and you think through why do you have this fear, this tightness about getting rid of this random thing? What's the absolute worst thing that could possibly happen? You might need to buy it again. That's a worst case scenario. It really alleviates some of that fear for getting rid of stuff. Look at the positive. When I first decluttered, I got this huge high. I was excited, but then sometimes you also get down afterwards. It's kind of highs and lows. But one thing that really helps is to look at all this stuff that you're getting rid of as a positive thing. You're not wasting money, you're not wasting this stuff, you're donating it, you're helping somebody with it. When you look at your decluttering is you're actually helping yourself and other people. It's not just about the stuff, it's also about helping people. Then that can really help you out. A lot of times I'll have something and I'm I don't really use this all that often, I don't really need it, and it can go and it can help somebody else. Maybe it's shirts that I don't wear. I'll just give it to somebody else and let it help them, and I'll do the things that I really love and that really bring me a lot of joy and value. Or I'm gonna sell this and I'm gonna take that money and I can help people with it. I can put it in my own account because I need money, like most of you guys probably. So if you're looking at the positive side, it can really help you get a good head of steam going. Use the 6-month rule. The 6-month rule is pretty simple, but you can also change it up a little bit. So it's pretty much if you haven't used it in the last 6 months and you're not gonna use it in the next 6 months, you can go ahead and get rid of it. So that kind of helps with seasonal stuff. But sometimes I'll have a coat or something that I won't wear over the summer, but I'll need in the winter because it's wicked cold out there in the yard. So for some things I use the 6-month rule. For other things I use the 90-day rule, where it's the same thing but 90 days. Or you can even do 30 days, depending on what it is. If it's kitchen stuff and you haven't used it in the past 90 days or 30 days, then you're probably not gonna use it and you're not gonna use it in the future. Do you really need all this extra stuff? If you wouldn't buy it, this one has definitely helped me a lot as well, where if you wouldn't actually go out and buy this again, then don't hang on to it in the first place. Do you need it that bad that you would literally go out and pay full price to buy this thing? If not, then you probably don't need it. Keep a simple wardrobe. Something that's really helped me over the past year is going from constantly buying stuff and having clothes that didn't really fit all that well to having a very simple wardrobe. I pretty much wear the same shirts all the time. You've probably seen over the last year I've just been wearing these cut shirts. I also try to limit the number that I have. So I picked a number that I thought would be good for me of having X amount of shirts and X amount of pair of pants, and then I never buy anything over that unless I actually need them. So for me it's just 3 to 5 pairs of pants that I wear continually on a cycle, and then between 15 to 20 shirts, and pretty much I just wear these cuts ones all the time. I've been working with them for about a year and I really like the shirts because they're a little bit more expensive, but they also fit really well every day. They all fit with all my other clothes, they all match stylistically. So I never have a temptation of going to a store, impulse buying a shirt or anything like that. I pretty much just get what I need for the year and then I just wear them. And so far I've worn the same shirts hundreds of times and they're still good. So I just like buying something that's really good quality, hanging on to it, and having a few things that are really good quality instead of a bunch of stuff that I don't really like all that much. Like I said, they are a sponsor, so if you guys want to check them out, links in the description with a discount code. No duplicates. I found that, like, especially in the kitchen, this is really useful, where you might have like 6 spatulas that are like pretty much the exact same thing, and we had that for a while, and then I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, we use 1 to 2 at a time, so why do we have all these other ones for, you know, just in case we're using 6 spatulas in a day? Like, why? So going through things that are for the just in case, or there's multiples of them, is a really good thing to let go of, and it applies to a lot of things, but just never have multiples unless it's like absolutely necessary. Make it a habit. One thing that kind of helps me stay decluttered, because we do pick up stuff from, I have no idea where, it just shows up and you have to continually do this, is making kind of a habit out of it, whether it's daily or weekly or monthly, going through and decluttering. And if you're getting started, it might help just to get in the habit by sticking with something for maybe 30 days or 60 days or a couple weeks, just decluttering 1 thing a day to start getting in that habit. And I actually found this app where I was gonna start a challenge. I'm gonna declutter 1 thing every day, and if you guys wanna join in as well, you can post a picture of what you're decluttering there. It's free for you guys if you wanna download it, links in the description. I thought it would also help kind of get some ideas of things to declutter, where if you're accountable and you're starting to declutter things every single day, it really starts to kind of get your momentum going, where like, hey, I got rid of this thing, and then I got rid of this shirt that I haven't worn in forever, and you start getting rid of things and you're like, hey, that didn't actually hurt all that bad, and you start really looking for things that don't add anything to your life. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. I hope it'll be fun. I was kind of looking for some way to like interact with you guys and do a challenge together, so I thought it would be a fun challenge to do. Anyways, that'll be starting like next week if you want to join in. I think it'll be fun. Never commit on the spot. This is more decluttering your general overall life. One thing I almost never do now, if somebody asks me to do anything under the sun, I try to never commit to it. I just tell people that I have to check with, you know, someone, I have to check my calendar or whatever, and that kind of gives you time to think about it, and you're like, I'm not gonna commit to going to do this thing for the next 12 weeks or something, but a lot of times we feel pressured at the time, so kind of never committing to things right off the bat and giving yourself a little bit of time to step back can declutter a ton of things out of your life when you have time to think about it and ask, is this gonna bring me enough joy and value to commit to this for an hour, for 3 hours, for 10 hours, for, you know, a month, like whatever those commitments are. Try to never commit to them on the spot. Understand your why. The first couple times I decluttered, I didn't really have a why, and it didn't really last long. Things picked back up again. I didn't really change my lifestyle. I just kind of got rid of a bunch of stuff, and then it came back. So I think understanding your why behind it is one of the only ways that you're gonna make long-term changes in your life. If you don't have a good reason behind what you're doing, you're gonna get bored of it, you're gonna get tired, you're gonna get stressed, like it's just not gonna end up working out long-term. At least it hasn't for me, maybe it's different for you. But taking some time to sit down and think, why am I doing this? Why do I wanna make this change in my life can be a really strong motivator that helps you for a really long time. Don't just move stuff. I feel like this is just me telling you the rules I've made up because I'm stupid. I've done this tons of times over the past years, just like you're cleaning up a room and you move all the stuff to another room, and you're like, oh, I'll deal with that later, or I'll just throw it in and you're not actually getting rid of stuff. You're just moving it from one place to another, and maybe you're organizing stuff and you're not actually getting rid of it, and you realize that you have to go through that thing that you moved, and you might move it like 2 or 3 times before you end up actually getting rid of it. So before you put it somewhere, make sure that you want to hang on to it and save yourself a lot of headache. Anyways, those are my rules when I'm decluttering. What rules do you use? Let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. It's gonna be an epic month or 2 here, really. We're gonna have like travel vlogs. It's gonna be really cool. I'm excited. This should be like the best month of videos ever. So hope you guys enjoy them. If you wanna join that challenge, links in the description. Thanks for watching.